I've been intending to start a video series on mind control. And the main thing that's important to me about mind control is that I would like to live in a society where the concept of mind control automatically conveyed self-control. I mean, because here's the basic thing. To me, philosophy, there's various definitions, ways of breaking it down, but just as an animal, okay, I'm a human animal. It's like philosophy's just this thing. Let's assume, postmodern can't really define it, this and that, and just spit all that out and go, whatever, I'm an animal. What's going on with philosophy? Well, it's like the study of programming the human mind. It's psychology from the inside. How does the mind work? We have this mind. It has tremendous powers. I mean, just stunningly amazing powers. We know that at least some people express these powers, and it's in a way that makes us think that we probably have them too. Why can't we use them? So, for example, the Rain Man, idiot savant, just something arbitrary, not necessarily useful, but nevertheless amazing, of like being able to recognize or factor prime numbers, and just off the top of your head, the multiplying 5-digit numbers in your head, things like this. How is that even possible? And if it is possible, oh my God. Okay. Thanks. So, and if it is possible, why can't we all just do it? That's just an extreme case. Regular case, I think we probably all could find experiences if we try of things we've done. Like I play the guitar like a virtuoso, and it's like, why can't I do that every time? What was that mood? I remembered the mood. Why can't I reclaim? Was it the mood? We have this device, we don't know how to use it. Philosophy is the study of, hey, maybe there's some patterns. Maybe there's ways to use this device, particular ways in which it can be, intentionally utilized in specific ways when we want to. And when we want to play music, our best music brain gets turned on, and but we're so crazy. It's like our brain has a music program, and it's got a word processor, and we're sitting down to play music, and we open the word processor. Why is it not working? I don't know. It's just weird. We're like clueless. And that's all philosophy really is. How does it work? How could we use it? So mind control, people figure out philosophical things about psychological things, about people and society. And they have a tendency then, in our history so far, to seem to immediately apply this to others. What others should do. It's always to control others. And we're a social animal in terms of our evolutionary history, and at this point, so it's occurred to me perhaps that's inevitable. That we think of psychology just instinctively at this point, through our intuition, as an issue of how can we get other people to do it. So it's like John Searle's idea of speech action, that speech is not conveying information really, it's an action. We do it just like you do anything else. It might be indirect in that maybe we're trying to get other people to do things, but we need to interpret that as though we're taking an action that's trying to lead to a result, which might be a result on other sentient creatures, but then it's so that they'll take actions, and it's basically still result oriented, like picking up your teacup with the intention of drinking a sip of tea. I've been using a lot of tea examples lately, I noticed. So fine, human beings, we might have that tendency. Yeah, that doesn't mean that that's correct or still more fundamental. I mean, I think we can reduce our what's our situation, the environment, down to a clear fact that these speech actions, where we think we're controlling other people with our speech actions, that really that's somewhat of an illusion. there is an effect on their behavior, but of course we're not really controlling them, we're not really conveying even, and all of these things are just abstractions. It's as if we're conveying information, it's as if we're controlling them, it's as if we're manipulating them. And so there's a grain of truth, because it is as if that's happening, and to a certain degree then you get the result, and the as if is the reality, right? But fundamentally, really you're only controlling yourself. You're only controlling the words that come out of your mouth. And of course, there's even debates about how much you're controlling that, and you're certainly not controlling it entirely. There's reactionism and a reactionary mammal biology taking part in that. But at the most, that's what you're actually able to control, and that really ought to be the point of discovering a philosophy, is to maximize, I said maximize, to optimize your interaction with your own body, with your own behavior, right? And so that's the main framing I see that fucks people's reasoning up and gives them blocks, and seems to give them weird, conclusions about things that aren't in their own best interest, in my view. Is that the subject of mind control is not a scary issue about controlling other people's minds. In my book, it shouldn't be. It's about how do you control your own mind.